wasn't sure exactly how this would be used, but for remote power, for a house that's not finished, some portable power systems that you could plug in to do set and trim work, and it lines up with other ways of generating power through solar energy.
Inventwood is an innovator of advanced wood materials. We're looking to basically imbue regular wood with incredible properties. So our first to market material is called Metalwood. It's extremely strong, about 50% stronger than the tensile strength of structural steel. And at the same time, 6 times lighter. So incredible benefits, incredibly sustainable as well. A fraction of the energy to produce.
You know, I look at this and know what I think of. I think there's a great market for like the baseball industry. Right? You're not allowed to use wood, you're not allowed to use metal bats, it's the pros. But if somebody made a bat out of this, what do you do?
We were contacted by a pro baseball team, an MLB baseball team, and they determined actually that Metalwood would give an unfair advantage. We're looking at it. We thought of that as well. So we would love to.
Tell me a little bit about what your product line is right now. For if I want to build, am I buying? Am I building a steel beam out of wood?
Not yet.
What? You know what I mean?
No. We're looking to get in the market in a number of ways. So for our first applications are going to be really fast to market opportunities. So we're talking to retailers to replace shelving. There's a company that wants to use us for pens, believe it or not. So that's going to be our first deployment in the market. And then we're looking at some more ancillary applications in the built environment. Things like cladding and finishings and things like that. So a number of different applications. And then we want to get into the structural space. So this is the end game here. Is to replace steel I-beams with a Metalwood equivalent.
What do you do to this to make it as strong as metal? I mean, listen, you're going to geek out on all the science stuff and all the chemical changes. But I mean, just in layman's terms, what are you doing to the wood?
Sure.
And does it stay sustainable?
It does. So what we're doing, and unfortunately I'm not a technical guy either, so don't worry. Basically what we're doing is densifying the wood. So a lot of wood is empty space.
Right.
So if you take a regular piece of wood, and this has to do with as the tree is growing, it needs to send nutrients basically up and down the tree. But when it comes to wood, we want it to be as dense as possible. So we're just using a lot of heat and a lot of pressure after a chemical treatment that basically, solves everything at this point.
Does it make it harder to burn, all that other stuff?
It does. So it makes it a lot more durable. Because it's so dense, basically there's no oxygen. So if you try to light this on fire, it would just go out right away. And the same goes for like termites and fungus. They just can't get into it. So it's incredibly durable.
So it's like taking a piece of foam and then squishing it down to nothing. It's not soft anymore.
Right, exactly. It's incredible. Exactly, it's incredibly dense. It's incredibly dense. Yeah.
Josh, how do people get a hold of you, support you, get a bat from you?
Yeah, exactly. We're at inventwood.com. Come check us out. We are growing rapidly. We are looking to build a community, looking for folks that are like-minded, that really want to see alternatives in the material space.
I love it.
Thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it.
It's always
Thanks so
a
much.
pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
He always comes in by the skin of his teeth, man. It's like, I'm here.
Hi, I'm Nate Henderson, Chairman and CEO of Built Incorporated. What we do is we have a platform that creates 3D guided instructions for, yes, some consumer-related things, but especially for projects or tasks like assembly, installation, maintenance, or repair for items an electrician would use. Power panels that go into a data center, for example, from Siemens. We create these instructions and then make them available on a smartphone, tablet, or in this case, you look over my shoulder on the new Apple Vision Pro, where we can now teach a totally new generation of electrical contractors how to do these installation things without ever needing to touch the product at first, get them comfortable with it, then accelerate them through the process. And then when they go on site, they have their smartphone and it has a full set of interactive 3D instructions to tell them how to do the job right. So we're working right now with a lot of the trade associations and really revamping their curriculum. And the great part about this is it's backed by all the brands and manufacturers because they want the electrical contractors to be successful at what they do. From a teaching standpoint, this is the big revolution because you're now taking the very best of the gaming experience, that 3D nature, that guided tour, etc. We've taken that and converted that into this training. And so instead of sitting in front of a ton of paper, you're putting on the Vision Pro headset and having a completely immersive experience that half an hour of that is worth 10 hours of book time. Get yourself comfortable and then you can go hands-on. So a huge revolution in the way that we train and enable the trades.